Some people will not say amen, but I'm just trying to imagine that maybe I think maybe that person was raining courses. The person will tune off. They say that I don't want to hear it, so that it will not come to me. But when it comes to prayers, some people will just be
say amen will be
nonchalant,
difficult.
it will be very
And
difficult.
amen, so shall it be.
Yeah, so shall it be. Welcome to the discussion segment of the morning flight this lovely morning. BJ, before we go into the discussion per se, we are looking at
Yes,
something that is
yeah.
very, very unique.
All right, yeah, that's what definitions or the introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the Oxford English Dictionary.
Oxford Dictionary. You can
Yes.
imagine. Now, for last year, the youth came up with something that no agree
Don't give anybody.
for anybody. But for this year, 2025, guess what? A for who day for you. You understand? So some words like this that comes from Nigerians, are now best appreciated outside the shores of Nigeria.
Yes.
You understand? So the way we do our things, they see the naturalness in the way we do our things, with the way we express ourselves. Now, Japa, Japa, the word Japa back then, you understand? A lot of people just say, maybe, what's this person talking about Japa, Japa? But gradually, people started embracing Japa.
Yes.
And do you know that Japa is not only said on Nigerian soil anymore?
Definitely, of
You
course.
understand? So, when the Soyibos we say Japa, Japa, you understand? But for our own Yoruba, go, this is Japa. You understand? That tone, let me hear you. Let me Japa, Gary. So, it's no news that many Nigerian words and slangs are being embraced globally and have even found their way into the Oxford English Dictionary, OED. But in case you aren't aware of this development, then let's inform you that the Oxford English Dictionary, OED, recently enriched its lexicon by incorporating 20 Nigerian words and expressions, reflecting the dynamic nature of Nigerian English and its growing global influence. This update of the dictionary underscores Nigeria's cultural diversity and the unique contributions of its colloquialisms in the English language.
To show that even with the way and manner Nigerians are portrayed outside the country, the dynamic nature of Nigerian English is still very much a. Now, the newly added Nigerian words in the Oxford English Dictionary are
4-9,
Adire,
Agbero,
area boy,
cross carpet,
cross carpeting,
Eba,
Edo,
Gele,
Jand,
Janded,
Japa,
Canary,
Kobo,
Niger,
Suya,
Yahoo,
Yow boy.
Yandos. These terms span various aspects of Nigerian life, from culinary delights like Eba and Suya to colloquialisms such as Japa and Yahoo Boy. Their inclusion in the Oxford English Dictionary highlights the global recognition of Nigerian English and its impact on contemporary language.
Now, Kingsley Iguai, a Nigerian English consultant to the Oxford English Dictionary, played a pivotal role in this update. He expressed his excitement on LinkedIn and noted, I quote, I am thrilled to announce that the Oxford English Dictionary has officially published its latest updates, featuring a fantastic collection of Nigerian English words that beautifully reflects Nigeria's culture, creativity, and unique ways we express ourselves as Nigerians.
This development followed a similar update in 2020 when the OED added 29 Nigerian words, including Danfo, Okada, and Mama Put, marking a significant acknowledgement of Nigerian English since the dictionary's inception in 1884.
Now, what we want to know this morning is, are there benefits of the introduction of the Nigerian words and slangs into the Oxford English Dictionary? Could that be even a setback, to the development of this new words included in the dictionary? That is what we wants to talk about today. I know, of course, we want you to be part of it.
Yeah, and the question is, are there any disadvantage associated with this development? These and many more would be examining together on this Friday's edition of Morning Flight on your Downing Station OGBC 9.5 FM. The main question this lovely morning is, What are the implications of the introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the Oxford English Dictionary?
OED. You'll be shocked that some people will even be introducing new ones that is not in the dictionary.
There are
yet.
some that are still doing frog jump right now that are preparing to join the dictionary this love the morning.
Imagine eba.
Fufu. Some people will still tell you about fufu. You understand? But eba. Hardly would you get to any region across Nigeria that they don't eat that food.
Definitely.
You understand? But
even outside Nigeria,
outside Nigeria. But that reminds me of one music I once listened to.
I am a down for driver.
No, it's not even that for driver. That one was talking about this the uniqueness of our own solid food. When the man was singing and he was narrating his ordeal outside the shores of Nigeria. That was when he said, you know that song that I love it. You understand? When he was eating, so people were like, they tried calling him 911 that this one wants to commit suicide.
He wants to commit suicide, though.
You can imagine. So the studio lines this lovely morning for you to be part of the conversation. 03437 9453. 0803-437-9453
or 081503202226. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the program this morning. And what are we talking about? What are the implications of the introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the Oxford English Dictionary?
Okay, here comes our first caller this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I like Temitope, that's my name.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. The words of the Yahoo, another thing add to the dictionary is a welcome development. Because by the time you are writing in English, you are writing. So both to Ayek and everybody, we understand that that is a grammar too. That if you write it, they won't say it is. They won't say it is not what's it called? It's not recognized. That is the of it. It's not recognized. Worldwide is now recognized in English speaking area. So that is a welcome thing to everybody.
Thank you so much.
So which of the words do you use often out of the words that we have highlighted this lovely morning, sir?
The Yahoo.
Why Yahoo? What about 419? Don't you talk about 419?
Our 419.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. 0803-437-9453 and 0815-032-0226. The uniqueness of our Nigerian languages now being incorporated in the Oxford English Dictionary.
I think 419 was actually one of the first set of, Nigerian names.
Yeah.
Hello.
When you hear 419. So a lot of people don't. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Bolaji.
All right.
I'm calling from Ibiaba.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, so it's very welcome development and it's a funny one. Why? Because what Nigeria, just like they have a way of making us happy. But for me, I still think the annoying because we're helping the Western world in many ways, very negatively, and they don't understand when we communicate. So they need to put those words in their dictionary so that their people can understand when we are trying to communicate behind their back for themselves. So that's one way to look at it. Because I didn't try to immediately you guys started, but the few words you mentioned right now was already what was my mind. We used to come down and all that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling. Just as he said, maybe the reason all this words and slangs was included in the dictionary is because sometimes when we talk, they don't understand what we're saying. But if they include this in the dictionary, even their people will see it and then they'll get to understand. So even when you mention anything, you just quickly got to open the dictionary. What does this person mean?
You can imagine. Then there was at one time that the image of outside the shores of our country, Nigeria. You understand? These, back then, these fraud, cyber crimes, and also. But thank God the narratives are changing this time around because we all have lots of Nigerians doing great outside. Kemi Badino that we talked about. Once lived in Lagos. You understand? So she still knows some areas in Lagos. I'm telling you, regardless of where she is, the location right now. You
Well,
understand?
well, we also want to say that whatever decision she wants to make or that she's making, it should be in favor of her people.
Regardless of that, she needs to. You said something the other time that
she's being
patriotic.
patriotic.
You understand? Patriotism is very, very important. But in the process of patriotism, how do we express ourselves? Talking about those people that will say, okay, I've been duped, this and that, you understand? But they will just give you this short word, that 419. You understand? When you hear 419,
everybody understands.
Unlike 911, 911 is recognized, I think, globally. You understand that one is emergency.
Yes.
But the moment you just hear 419,
but what about our own 122? Is it 112?
122. But that one is maybe a bit restricted to some areas. But 911, someone please call 911. You understand? So you can imagine that 911 is actually not only applicable to Nigerians.
Even some people that because they are used to 911, if they are in trouble, even here in Nigeria, they won't even know where they will say, please call 911.
911. You understand? So Adire. And the good thing about Adire is our own in Ogun State. You understand? Go to Itoku. Yes, go to the Kampala market. With time. With time, there was an update 2020. You understand? And now this update 2024. Now we have Adire. You understand?
Yes. And then of course even these are Adirettes all over the world.
All over the world. You understand? I won't be surprised that this word will soon be updated on the Oxford English Dictionary very soon. Do you know that word?
Yeah,
Ashwebi.
Yes,
you understand. Ashwebi is no longer a word being expressed in Yoruba tribes alone now. People
even from other
areas, you understand. Yes. And the moment you hear Ashwebi, and when these visitors come from outside Nigeria, most of them will always put on this Yoruba attire with their cap on. You understand? So you can imagine looking all beautiful and handsome. You understand? There was a time, one of the lineages of the royals in the United Kingdom, when he came to Nigeria, you understand? The moment he touched down, then he visited the first place he visited was actually adorned that abada, you understand, and that villa, and you needed to see because I know that he must have taken a picture with that. You understand that, man, this was when I was in Nigeria. Some areas when you go there, they put on their suits and all sorts. But
even when it comes to Nigeria, there's this pride that you see when they wear local clothes. All right, so you can still call in 0803-437-9453 or 0815-032-0226. We're talking about the implication of the introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the Oxford English Dictionary. Of course, we mentioned some of them. We can still mention them again. We have 419.
We have Adire.
Agbero.
Area boy.
Cross carpet.
Cross-carpeting.
Eba.
Edo.
Gele.
Janded. Japa.
Kanuri.
Kobo.
Niger.
Suya.
Yahoo.
Yahoo boy.
And Yantos. You the Yantos, the Yanopata. What's it doing now?
0803-437-9453 and 0815-032-0226. The question this lovely morning is, what are the implications of the introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the Oxford English Dictionary? And out of those words that we have actually mentioned, which are you used to? Some areas some people may still not understand yan opata, yan dust, you understand? But I know very well that a lot of people would have been used to the words like 419, Agbero, area boy. And when we talk about Agbero, we know a particular place where that Agbero originated from, you understand? But we will not want to mention the particular location. Yeah. But you and I, we know. We understand the you know what I'm talking about. So 0803-437-9453 and 0815-032-0226.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Alagba. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
Try
Twali.
They drink twali. They will be banging their foot on the floor like this, and then putting their hands on, or raise their hands up, and then twali. Tell me what ever my yajo. Or technology around. See if you can just put top shape on it or I don't know.
Stop Shibe. Stop Shibe and Twali from Malaga. Let's go. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Okay, stop Shibe.
Stop Shibe and Twali. Write it down.
Adesiana.
Why are you not muting it now?
About the words, Nigerian words and slangs that has been included in the Oxford English Dictionary. Of course, some people have called in, even introducing more more words and more slangs. Okay, like stop shebe and swile. If they can give us the power, we can. Okay,
Stop Shibe.
Yes, now me have said yakpa or yakpa yaski.
Yeah, now that Twali.
Yeah.
That
Alagba
just mentions the other time reminds me of a movie I once watched. You understand? I saw the movie, and then there's this man from outside Nigeria, but maybe he has been told that when you get to Rome, you behave like a Roman. You understand? So it was said by some set of persons that hey, yeah, you understand. So the moment he now raised his hand, Swale, Twali, you understand? So you two, the yarn Twali, you understand? And by so do, it was actually rather than being accosted, you understand? He was even accompanied down to his destination. So you understand that number one, we Nigerians we are accommodating, you understand? So we showed love to him, and the guy on the other hand, when he said Twali, raising his two hands up, banging his feet on that amused them, you understand? So that thrilled them. And they were like, you understand? So
all right, the Oxford English Dictionary's recognition of these Nigerian words really highlights the dynamic evolution of language and the significant role Nigerian English plays in reaching global English dictionary. Now, here are the likely implications of the introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the OED. This reflects Nigeria's culture and creativity and the unique way we express ourselves.
Validating Nigerians' use of English, and these can empower them to speak global English. Nigerians will feel more at ease when using these words because they are words recognized and accepted globally.
So that means everywhere that you are, as long as this is accepted, you can say it without having to think that they won't understand what you're talking about. Now, the introduction of this Nigerian words and slangs will help in acknowledging the unique contribution of Nigerians to English as a global language, and this can create a sort of pride that Nigerian words and slangs are also appreciated globally.
Okay, another significance of the introduction of these Nigerian words is that it reflects the culture, history, and identity of Nigerian communities embraced by the outside world.
You know that feeling of when you do something and it's included in the book of records, that's the Guinness Book of Records. You know that this excitement, this pride that comes in, that's why they're saying that this will even let Nigerians be happy that finally even our words are in the English
Yes.
dictionary. Also, it gives a description of language use as it describes how English is being used rather than prescribing how it should be used.
And this introduction of Nigerian words and slangs into the OED shows how language evolves and how English incorporates words from different varieties.
So people all over the world, when they get to see, when you see anything, they just get to the dictionary, check it, and they're sure that, okay, we can actually be making use of these words.
Let me give you one word that will surprise you. That is in the OED this morning. Okay. You know that Afar is there.
Really?
Yeah, Afar is there. Go check.
Okay.
Check. Afar is there. You understand? And you'll not be surprised that in our own Nigerian words now, this word that has been on the social media for about 2-3 weeks thereabouts now.
Yeah.
It's from Ogun State here. They call it Ganusi.
Ganusized.
So it has been Ganusized. Ganud.
Ganusification.
Ganusification. You understand?
Ganukology.
Ganukology is the study of Ganusi. Different ways, varieties. When I saw different interpretations to the word Ganusi, I was just like, simple word, Nigerian.
Just one Ganusi.
Just the word Ganusi, you understand? So you not be surprised that eventually that words like this may still find its way
into the dictionary.
And
Hello?
you see, the commonest one I quickly remember just now is that any moment we go to the bank or to collect cash, they say, how much you want? 2K, 3K, 4K.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, sir. That's true.
Thank you very
so much, Alagwatayo.
Let's still open the phone lines for our listeners to be part of this conversation this morning. 0803-437-9453 and 0815-032-0226. Okay, we've got a text this morning from Shegun there, but before we do that, here is another caller this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This program of this morning makes me happy.
Oh.
In 1999, one of my lecturers, one of my supervisors, Dr. Folani, later Professor Folani, got a grant to research into English language in Nigeria. And around that time, there was a Bahalia that had been, this controversy about Nigerian English that arose, the three different parts of Nigeria. The attempt was being made then to introduce Nigerian English. Did you hear about this? I'm talking about the Adam Al-Jumu's problem at that time. Now, there was this problem, the Nigerian English, should they be called Ingloruba, Ingausa, or Inglibo? There was that problem at that time. And I selected to do a bit of, research on Nigerian English. We turned in our papers, we did what we could. Now, I am very, very happy that Nigeria now has more words because there had been some before. For instance, gubernatorial is strictly Nigerian English.
Wow.
It's gubernatorial. Please, to try and find out. It originated from Nigeria. It's not real English. It didn't originate from the native speakers of the language. And these ones now that are coming out in addition makes me very, very happy. Nigeria is moving up. Nigeria is going to contributing to the development of languages in the world. Nigeria is making Nigerians proud. Yes, we are getting expelled. Ones, illegal entrants are getting expelled from the USA, but there's nothing you can take away from our contribution to the English language. Although certain linguists regard English as a prostitute that is being fertilized by many masculine languages. But English is receptive to change. Everybody acknowledges that. Yeah. And the changes are coming and English is absorbing them. And I am looking at a situation where with the rate English language is going on, it is not a language that is going to die in any foreseen future. It is going to continue to increase. It is going to continue to live. It will not die like some others, just like Latin and all the rest of them that were already dead. Nigeria is making significant contribution in the new world. Significant contribution in the new words that we have been able to form. I have seen them, happy about them, cannot make technological breakthroughs. If we are not reputed for good things, we are going to be, we have our pride intact with the adoption of these new words. And in that regard, the credit goes to all Nigerians. It goes to all Nigerians because we are the ones we are even using it even more effectively than even the native speakers themselves. Again, look at the various, hybrids of English language that we have, the one, starting from England, the Hackney and all the rest of them. Nigerian words are unique. Nigerian words are, fanciful. Nigerian words are, the words that we have in Nigeria, from Nigeria in English language, they make those of us who are Nigerians very, very proud. I sincerely hope more words from Nigeria will be incorporated into the Oxford English Language Dictionary. By the way, please, in closing, please, Ganusi is actually two words, not a single word.
Okay.
Yes. The use of Ganusi now is making it to be, a single word, but Ganusi is actually two words.
Comrade, so you also know of Ganusi too. You know the meaning of Ganusi. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, sir.
All right, we've got a message from Shegun
Idera. It says, good morning. How can a person start looking for words like agbero from the dictionary, even if there is need for it? There are different records for that. Well, that is according to Shegun Idera. Different opinions.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Good morning, sir. This is Temitope and Bolaji. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. while we expect more calls on 080
Nine.
9453 and 0815 0226 419. You understand? Maybe in terms of saying something related to crime,
Like fraud.
fraud, then Ajire is
Yeah.
our outfit. You understand? A kind of material. You understand?
Yes, locally made here.
It made air. Then when we talk about Agbero,
Agbero. Yeah, more I want you wanna.
Agbero is more or less like a bus conductor. You understand? So he is a Nigerian way of describing bus conductor or trying to call people to. I would not want to say that they are unruly. Young.
Okay.
I would not want to directly say that they are unruly, but a kind of a set of persons that will always say that okay, this thing belongs to us.
It's our land, it's our area, community.
This sense of possessiveness from one party, from one area, you understand, from maybe to a particular party or something, then cross carpeting is just like, okay, it's still very much related, but Eba. Is
Eba different from Apple?
Well, I think Apple is maybe related to Fufu, right? Yes, Eba, Fufu is something related to apple. So, well, those people who eat it, you understand. But apple, I think, is more or less like a replica of fufu. You understand? So they are cassava made. Yes, they are just from one source. So it depends on how creative
one is
you are.
harder than the other. One you will throw it.
Yeah, it comes back to you. It comes back to you. So Eba, then we have Edo.
Yes.
You understand? It's a uniqueness of Edo State, Edo tribe, Edo people. You understand? And so, and then when we talk about Gele, Edgar, you understand? So, Jant, for you to also travel, going abroad, you understand, is more or less traveling. You know, like Jant is traveling.
Yes.
You understand?
Janded
is just like a past tense of it. You understand? Jant is, but Japa and Jant. The difference between Japa and Jant, do you know? Emigration out of the country.
Relocating.
Yes, relocating. You understand? That's what is Japa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, my name is Jeffo from Idera. On the introduction of Nigeria was into the Oxford Dictionary.
All right.
I think it's a way for my so that our students can come across some of this work. But my fear is that with this aim of the English studies, the reason was to study the dictionary, the thesaurus, and all these books of that have to teach us, and will they be achieved at the end of the day? I think we need those English expert teachers to even enlighten us on this, because we are for how long or how far we are the chances for us to be using words like Agbiru Eba in the ministry and in the university and so forth. The objective of studying English itself, we will not be able to achieve it by time all these words are being introduced, and we could pull and come across them and even study them and use them. Thank you.
These words to some people, it's because these words we are used to, it is already part of us. So some Nigerians may still be expressing pessimism about the use of these words. To them, maybe it sounds foul or vulgar, kind of. With our 419, we talk about area boy, cross carpeting. Maybe Nigerians want something like, when we talk about Twali, okay, now all about talk about 2K, 5K, you understand? It is thousands, you understand? Then these days, it is fast becoming part of our way of expressing ourselves. How much do you have on you? I have only 5K. Now only 5K I have.
Okay, only urgent 2K.
Urgent 2K and all sorts, you understand? So it depends. Then this was reason being that it has been part of us right from our cradle. Will always make some people to think that these words are not worth presenting to the outside world. But believe you me,
for them to even accept it.
Yes, for them to be accepting it, and the way people from outside are embracing these words, you will marvel.
Yes.
You understand? And we must also acknowledge the input of Kingsley Ogwai, a Nigerian English consultant to the Oxford English Dictionary, OED, the role it played to ensure this upgrade. Now, these words are in the dictionary.
Yes.
Leave it or take it. It has been there. Even if you object to right, but to more Nigerian broadcasters.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Please, you have 50 seconds because we need to wrap up, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for giving us the.
So, what's your name?
One of the advantages of listening to state radio is that you get the real message. Many private stations just talk about the new words, and they did not talk about the Nigerian who was the consultant to Oxford. And that's the advantage. And that's why I asked your name. You obviously understood what reporting should look like. God bless you.
Thank you.
And it's unfortunate we are so excited. If Nigeria colonized the world, this Agbero was too that will be used by England and other countries. It's just the ambivalence of history. And that's why you can see the last caller was surprised how we will use those words. What is Halloween? Halloween is just like Egungun.
Yes.
Halloween. Then you will see Nigerians in America, they won't be doing our Halloween even more than the Americans. It's just a colonial mentality and it's unfortunate. My own problem is that if Agbero could make it, why didn't Olosho make it? Because it's also a popular one. Unless we want to pretend.
As if that word does not exist.
If we can use Agbero, Olosho should have made it.
Well, you never can tell. Maybe the next update we should just watch out for that. You understand?
Thanks.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You can see what is advocated this morning. Okay, so words should still be incorporated.
Yeah.
And never forget. If we are doing good, history will not forget, and posterity will not forget in a hurry.
And then, like your boss will say, we should also appreciate all that is ours.
You understand?
All right, we want to appreciate the production crew.
Yeah, that is how we wrap up all the conversation this morning.
Yes.
The last edition for the week. You understand? We most sincerely appreciate those that we worked together, those behind the scenes as well. Most acknowledged this morning.
Temitope and Akim Sulaiman, the ICT guys,
and the editors from the nation this morning.
Yes, the editors, the sound managers, and Femi. It's been a Kemi.